Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving right into a massive shift that is fundamentally rewiring the communications industry. We're talking about how artificial intelligence is completely revolutionizing public relations. If you're a business owner, an executive, or a communications pro who needs to stay ahead of the curve, and let's be honest, who doesn't right now, you are exactly where you need to be. Let's get right into it.
So here is the million-dollar question. Can artificial intelligence actually write the perfect press release, or is human expertise still the real key to media success? It's literally the ultimate debate echoing through newsrooms and marketing departments everywhere right now. Have machines totally taken over strategic communications, or is there this irreplaceable human element that algorithms just kind of miss? Well, by the end of this explainer, you're going to have a very clear, data-backed answer to exactly how this new dynamic is playing out. To get to the bottom of this, here is our roadmap. We'll start by mapping out the changing PR landscape, see AI optimization in action, break down the human expertise advantage, tackle the very real challenges of AI in PR, and wrap up with actionable best practices for success.
All right, part one, the changing PR landscape. Look, we all know the fight for media attention right now is just absolutely intense. To survive in this highly saturated space, organizations, especially we're seeing this across the UK, are aggressively leaning into AI tools to optimize their creation, distribution, and measurement. Just think about the sheer contrast between the old way and the new way. On one side, you have traditional PR, right? Manual drafting, mass emailing, actually let's just call it what it is, spamming every journalist on a list, and relying on pure gut feeling for when to hit send. It's incredibly slow, and it honestly misses the mark a lot. But then, on the flip side, we have the modern AI-enhanced PR ecosystem. We're talking hyper-focused, data-driven targeting, built-in SEO optimization, and timing that's actually backed by historical analytics. The old, slow workflows are just being rapidly replaced by these high-efficiency, data-backed systems that prioritize true audience value over the old spray-and-pray method. Which brings us to part two, AI optimization in action. You really have to think of AI in this context not as something coming for your job, but as this incredibly powerful efficiency engine. When you map everyday PR tasks directly to AI capabilities, the workflow shifts completely. Take research, for instance. Before you even type a single word, AI can instantly analyze breaking news, industry trends, and what consumers are actually searching for. For headlines and SEO, AI suggests brilliant variations based on keyword relevance and search intent. And when it comes to media targeting, instead of those awful mass emails, AI acts almost like a matchmaker, finding relevant journalists based on what they've previously written about. It takes all the guesswork out of timing by analyzing publication schedules, crunches the final analysis metrics like referral traffic, and even handles repurposing your release into a blog post or a podcast summary. It's a complete end-to-end efficiency boost that uncovers connections you'd probably miss otherwise. But here's where it gets really interesting. While AI handles a massive chunk of the data and SEO optimization, we're looking at about 35% of the pie here. The human elements collectively make up the vast majority of a campaign's actual impact. Human storytelling sits at 35%, and those trusted media relationships, they account for another 30%. So yes, AI does the heavy lifting with the data, but this hybrid model proves that human elements, that remaining 65%, are what absolutely push a story over the finish line and win the media coverage. And that leads perfectly into Section 3, the human expertise advantage.
Building long-term brand credibility relies heavily on authoritative human judgment. There's a great quote to keep in mind here. Technology should enhance communication, not replace strategic thinking. That really hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? AI is an incredible tool to support you and help you make better-informed decisions, but it is definitely not a substitute for human strategy.
Because, let's face it, there are just some things algorithms completely fail at. We like to call these your human PR superpowers: news judgment, relationship building, ethical communication, strategic planning, crisis management, and creative storytelling. You simply cannot automate a genuine, trusting relationship with a reporter over coffee. You definitely cannot algorithm your way out of a sensitive corporate crisis. Contrasted with the cold, hard efficiency of the AI tools we just looked at, these are the warm, nuanced, deeply human traits that build actual trust. Journalists are always going to prioritize stories that are original, accurate, and thoughtfully researched by a real human being. Now, we do have to talk about the flip side. Section 4, Challenges of AI in PR. If you're a business owner or a communications executive, you've got to be hyper-aware of the risks here so you don't completely tank your brand's authenticity. Blindly relying on generative AI exposes you to some massive pitfalls. We're talking wildly inaccurate information, super generic messaging, a total loss of your unique brand voice, over-automation, baked-in bias from the training data, and just a severe lack of originality. Trust me, a journalist will spot a purely AI-written press release from a mile away. It just lacks that original human spark and nuance. What this means is that every single AI-assisted press release requires strict human verification and editorial review before you hit publish. You cannot just copy, paste, and pray. Not if you want to protect your reputation.
So how do we get it right? Let's move to Section 5, Best Practices for Success.
We need a workflow where humans and machines are essentially tag-teaming the process. Here is the perfect synergistic loop. Step 1. Use AI for your trend research. Spot exactly what is timely in consumer search behavior right now. Step 2. Bring the human in for the creative drafting. This ensures authentic storytelling and keeps your brand voice intact. Step 3. Hand it back to the AI for SEO and headline optimization so it ranks well and reads flawlessly. And finally, Step 4. The human returns for the independent fact-check and the personalized pitching to targeted journalists. It's like a giant puzzle where human and machine efforts just interlock step by step. This combined approach is exactly how you maximize your visibility while fiercely protecting your credibility.
If you take away just one single thing from this entire explainer, make it this. In the future of digital PR, AI is not replacing communications professionals. It is helping them work smarter. The organizations that are going to see real, long-term visibility and growth are the ones figuring out how to successfully blend AI-powered efficiency with authentic human storytelling. Because at the end of the day, credibility, trust, and those all-important media relationships, those are still fundamentally built by people.
I want to leave you with this to chew on. How will you balance AI efficiency with human credibility to build your brand's authority? Take a really hard look at your own workflows this week. Are you fully leveraging the data while still preserving your unique voice? Well, if you found this explainer valuable, make sure to subscribe and definitely check out our website and social channels for even more insights into AI, digital PR, and strategic communications. Keep learning, keep optimizing, and we will catch you in the next one.